All right, so you can start your presentation anytime you want and kind of fill in the information as you get it. Sometimes it's fun to do that, to be doing the research at the same time you're doing the creating. So remember that you have been given a sample so that you know what it's supposed to look like. We went over that in the introduction, but that you'll be working from this template. Okay, let's take a look at the rubric. It's linked right here on your How to Build a State Report. Okay, you're thinking about this as being kind of two grades, okay? And if it is graded, if it were to be graded, but there's two sides to this. So number one, you're trying to present the information that you're learning about your state, and that is your social studies grade, right? That's your content grade, showing that you've become an expert. The second one is a technology grade. So how well have you used Google Slides to present this information? So you want to make sure you have all of the content that's been asked for, all of the information, that you have images that go along with what you are doing. So if you have Nebraska in the middle of the country, we don't want to see pictures of palm trees and beaches in the backgrounds. So you want to make sure that your images match your content and really reflect that you have learned about your state. You want to make sure that you clearly cite your sources. You're getting information from a lot of different places, and you want to make sure that you have included those in your bibliography. Okay, and then as far as your technology usage, right, you want to make sure that your text is easy to read. So it's of a good size, it's of an easy to read font. The colors have a good contrast so that you're not trying to read a blue font on a flowery background and it's just impossible. So you need to take that into account. You want to make sure that your pictures are properly chosen and spaced. So ask people around you, does this look good? Do you think is it too big, too small? Should I move it over here? And then animation. So this is where you have pictures that are turning around and slides when you present that are coming in from the left or in from the right. And I'll show you where I have some videos that show you how to do some of those things. So keep that rubric in mind as you are creating. So remember, you have this template and you need to make sure you're looking in the speaker notes. If you click here, you'll get to my video playlist, which is videos that I have created that tell you how to do all of the things that you'll need to do in Google Slides. Most of you know how to do these things. You may want to look at the transitions and animations. That's a little bit more advanced, and maybe the masters and layouts. But these are there for you should you need them. Okay, so again, pay attention to the notes at the bottom that tell you what you need to do. In the My Map section, I went over to how to put your link in here, okay, but I also put that down here so that you know how to do that. Remember, if you are adding any slides, right, you would click the plus sign. If you're going to add additional slides in order to get a 4, you must add additional slides here. So always look to these speaker notes down here, okay? Some other tools you might want to change the layout. Let's actually talk about theme first. So the theme, okay, you can change the theme over here. I'm not going to click on those now, but you can see what that does. You can add a different background color, or you can look for an image to put in there. Okay, and then the layout you may or may not need, that just changes what is on that slide. Just saves you a little bit of time. You can put in whatever text boxes you want or images that you want, but if you want to use that, you can. All right. So you want to have fun, but you want to make sure that it is easy to read. And remember that your goal is to learn about your state and to present that to somebody so that they could look at this and they could learn a lot of information about your state and know that you learned a lot of information about your state.